So I've been here for going on 14 years. When I first moved here, I took over an agency that had a bad reputation, not only within this community, but also statewide and nationally. When the U.S. Department of Labor regional administrator calls a colleague that she's known to say, "I need you here," that's not a good, that doesn't give a good feeling about the agency. And so you had people here who were committed, but some of the things that we're doing were not the proper things. And we put some things in place. The state, looks at us as kind of the landmark, the benchmark to work from. Performance-wise, we took an agency that was poorly performing into one of the top performers in the entire state. And so we now have colleagues across the country trying to emulate our model. And so we've done some things that I'm very proud of, that we can say yes, but I never stay there. I'm always pushing for the next level. I want us to always be number one. Our only customer is the employer. The job seeker is our product. And so some folks may take offense in that, saying, that's not a way of looking at human capital, but it is. It's a way of how we can use our dollars to retrain, reskill, retool our workforce. If I take a mom who's never worked before, how I can train her to become productive in an area that she has the aptitude to be successful. If I take an ex-offender who's coming out of the institutions and returning to our community, how I can retrain him so that he can become productive on the work side. If I take that youth who has never worked and help him grow, our job is to retake talent, raw talent, some talent that needs to be reskilled, work with them, but to promote that to employers. Our goal is to work with employers. So I always use a comment or an analogy of saying, if I train folks to be widget makers and I have no widget manufacturers, I've wasted tax dollars. Our goal really is to help the chamber help its members. And so building that relationship, coming to a number of the meetings, and not just the board meeting, but the committee meetings on education and on workforce and the HR committee, being engaged and understanding what the employment needs are, and then seeing how we can address those. That's where we fit in. On the weekends, I'm mainly in a number of community meetings. I'm currently the chairman of Big Brothers Big Sisters here in Miami-Dade County. We have an excellent CEO by the name of Gail Nelson. He's been fantastic. Lydia Nunez, who retired here recently, the president emeritus. Love being engaged with them in the mentoring program. I'm also the president of my homeowners association, the chairman of the Circuit 11 Advisory Board for Juvenile Justice. So a lot of my work really is about community. Well, we really want to work with small business, and our main focus is trying to help them grow. If they're looking for employment needs, maybe they don't have an HR arm, use us to do that at no cost to you. Their tax dollars have already paid for the services, whether you're small, medium, or large company. Our goal there is to help you. For those companies that like to bid on projects in the community, come see us before you make the bid. Here's why. I can reduce your labor costs, which means you can reduce your bid on the project, which now means you can be a little bit more competitive. And so for the mom and pop who don't really have job descriptions for a position they're trying to fill, we'll write it for you. Then not only write it, but then we'll recruit for you and get folks that are there. We can subsidize some of the training dollars for you. So if they're paying you, let's say $10 an hour, I can subsidize up to 75% of that. And so, you're paying $250, I'm paying $750. It helps that small employer's bottom line. And so there are tax credits we can offer. There are a number of different things that we can help the employer if they don't just ask. And so that's why we also joined the chamber, to make ourselves more visible on the services not only we can offer to the chamber members, but also to the employers in this community who are maybe not a part of the chamber, and realize that we are, and said, hey, maybe I need to join the chamber since these guys are there, and get to connect with them. They're providing these services. What other services can I get through the chamber? And so that's why. But small employers, our goal really is to help them be able to grow and become more profitable.